Good morning and welcome to the Crüe NFC Roundtable. This week's show will feature Super Bowl Pregame as well as the trivia game of all trivia games, FOOTBALL FEUD. Join the hosts Mike, Andy, Brian, Stout, and sometimes on rare occasions, Jerry.
Good morning, Super Bowl Sunday. Welcome to the Crüe. How's everyone doing today? Got a packed show, so how you doing, guys?
Awesome. It's Super Bowl Sunday, man.
This is my Christmas, and your guys' enthusiasm just, ruins everything. But anyway.
How is this your Christmas? Like a big bag of coal.
Oh man, this is the greatest day of the year.
And did you see the video that I had sent a little bit earlier?
No, when you send videos, my phones give me alerts that say this may contain stupidity. So I got to choose to whether I watch it or not.
No. That's a mirror you're looking into. No, this actually revolved around, as a matter of fact, I think a prediction of actually Kansas City actually winning, very simply because everything revolves around the number 13.
Oh yeah, I saw that. The whole it's the whole Taylor Swift thing is killing me. We're not going to talk about it. We're not going to touch on it. We got a Swiftie in the house today. There's our Swiftie. We're going to remove him. Anyway, so like I said, we got a big show kind of planned. Play some trivia here with first ever edition of Football Feud. So hey, let's get going real quick here. Brian, what are your thoughts on the Super Bowl we have before us? The script has been kind of switched up on us. We were all ready for the whole Ravens Chiefs, right? Wasn't that the script? That was what was given out to everybody at the start of the season. So
Right.
What are your thoughts on the two teams that are here?
This, I think this is going to be maybe one of those instant classic type of games. I really feel there's a lot of similarities with the teams, and there's also a lot of question marks going into this game too, just for the simple fact that I really feel like it's all going to come down to the run game for both teams. And if you can run the ball, you're going to open up a lot more passing options, and it just depends on which defense plays just a little bit tougher. So,
yeah, and both these defenses are, I don't know, pretty stout, if you will. I can use that word since Mike's not here, but this Chiefs defense kind of reminds me of the early days of Tom Brady. When Tom Brady started out, it was the defenses that got him to those Super Bowl championships, and it kind of feels like that with Kansas City right now with the Chiefs. I mean, they struggled early in the season. Their offense is finally clicking now, but they didn't play as dominant as we're used to seeing the Chiefs play. They had trouble closing games out. They let teams stick around. I mean, that's not the Chiefs I'm used to seeing.
Correct.
Go ahead, Andy.
Andy's got a point.
Well, it's just simply because of the Swiftie aspect. You actually add that, and of course, naturally, the tight ends start playing a little bit better. And
Nope. No Swifties, Andy. Anyway, go ahead.
Didn't you go to a concert?
I did not. My wife and my children went to a movie. However, I did not.
Is that the story you're sticking with? We see the poster behind you.
Bean wants you to shake it off.
Y'all wrestling fans, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Well, let's bring our guests on real quick. Let's get their perspective on it, and then we'll let them make the decision whether they want to stay around for trivia or if they want to dip out and start their Super Bowl festivities. But like it says, we're your pregame, so you guys are welcome to stay. First, I'm going to bring on as a guy I played high school ball with. He went on to play some college ball at BU. We played some minor league ball together as well, some semi-pro ball together. Chuck, Big Ruck Marlowe. Chuck, how are you doing today?
I'm great. How are you doing, Mike?
I am fabulous. Yeah, I've already met the rest of the crew we have today. Got Brian Robinson and Andy. So give us your thoughts. I mean, your team is on the doorstep again.
Well, they made me nervous throughout the year. I didn't think I'd see them in the Super Bowl this year, but when the playoffs hit, they just hit the ground running.
Yeah, running the key term there, right? You got a nice little surprise running back in that backfield.
Yeah, Pacheco, he's really impressed me. I'm glad we got him.
He kind of goes underrated in my opinion. He's a good receiving back. He's really explosive with the ball in his hand, good in open space. But he also does the dirty work. He's a good pass blocker. He's good inside the tackle box. You don't see too often. He's not really a stout, big guy. He's, kind of small to fit that aspect. Go ahead, Andy. You got 2 points.
Well, that's just the second time you use the word stout. So, quick question. Now, granted, Kansas City's actually been there before, so they know exactly, how to win and how to play in a game like this. But yet, you have the whole Rocky Eye of the Tiger thing. You got the 49ers who are coming in, perhaps maybe a little bit more hungry. I mean, does complacency actually bring any concerns?
That's to you, Chuck. Do you think complacency brings, some adverse effects to your team as they get ready to play in a big game like this?
I don't think there's complacency. I think they got a lot of motivation this year, especially since they started playing hard in the playoffs. They got it's Super Bowl 58, and of course, Derek Thomas was playing in his prime when he passed away, and he was his number 58. And I think they got the motivation to try to win one for 58 this year.
So,
but motivations like that only take you so far. Second half when you're getting punched in the mouth. I mean, you don't see San Francisco with Christian McCaffrey and all the other, offensive, place points that are actually going to possibly start taking advantage.
Well, I think our defense would keep us in throughout the rest of the game. I think it's going to be a close game. I mean, it's going to be a defensive struggle the whole game.
All right, on.
I mean, like I said, I see it both ways. You see where, that again, complacency might take over. We've been here before. We know how to play. Yeah, okay, fine, great, whatever. We can get it in the third, fourth quarter. But next thing you know, it just kind of sort of gets away from you, and that's why, I bringing it back to the Bears, of course. But in 2007, of course, when they played the Indianapolis Colts, you had the momentum right from the get go when Devin Hester, new Hall of Famer, takes it back for the touchdown, but he can't deserve it. And then, unfortunately, what happened the rest of the game. So
that was a very quick score too. But anyway, let's bring since we don't have our Dallas Cowboy fan in house, we'll bring someone else in that loves them boys. Big Russ,
we're important.
What up, my man?
What's going on, Bo?
So, what are your thoughts on your team's success, failures this year? Your thoughts on today's game? Give us what you've got going on.
Well, I had 2 heart attacks, a stroke, and some stuff this year, man. They disappointed me this year because on paper, we should be playing in this game on paper. But they fail every year. They blame the defense, they blame Dak, which, and I don't know why you would blame Dak if he's putting up the numbers. If the defense, they can score all day. But if defense don't stop nobody, then what?
I mean, I'm a defensive centered person, especially when it comes to football. But when you got an offense that continually just stalls out in big situations, they scored at will early in the year, but when the rubber hit the road, that offense kind of stalled out on them. I mean, it wasn't.
Defense win championships, though, Mike. Same thing our defense.
I agree, defense wins championships, but man, you gotta give them time, right? You can't just keep throwing the same defense out there, beating down. It wears on you, man.
See, we need a power back, man. They shouldn't have got rid of Zeke. Pollard ain't it.
Oh, come on. I think Pollard's your future there.
No, we need a power back.
But
How many times we was within the 5 and we didn't score? We couldn't run the ball. He tried to pass.
you got Dak Prescott. He's a top 10 quarterback. We've heard it all year.
Okay, top 10 my ass. Oh, my bad. My bad.
We can see you're getting agitated, Russ. Let's transition to your thoughts on today's game, which doesn't include Dallas, shockingly enough.
Oh, well, shit, ain't true. Oh, I said it again. But today's game, man, it's gonna come down to the fourth quarter and running game, and I think McCaffrey is better than Pacheco, in my opinion. And defensive wise, 49ers have a stronger defensive line to put pressure on Mahomes, but they have to keep him in the pocket. If he get loose, I see a problem, but if they can keep an eye on him, they should be all right.
Well, I mean, go ahead, Andy.
Let me ask you this. Let's say, the script's been flipped and stuff like that, and San Francisco's up by maybe 2 or 3 touchdowns. Are they going to have some sort of a power outage that's going to have like a 30-minute delay?
I mean,
plus, how's the weather going to be?
They ain't a dome, so it should be easy, right?
That's what they thought in New Orleans, too.
Yeah, but
So,
all of a sudden, the Swifty effect, something might happen,
But what's crazy is this Super Bowl has brought so much scrutiny to the NFL, but their ratings are climbing. You know what I mean? There's the whole
Swifty.
They brought a whole new demographic to the table now. They got them teenage girls.
I mean, they were watching anyway, right? The TV's on in the house because the dad's watching football.
Man, they ain't watching no game. Come on.
What's funny is that you're getting all this coverage of the NFL on all these other networks that don't normally cover the NFL. So even though the NFL is under scrutiny for scripting and the helmet shattering on Patrick Mahomes and a game that was supposedly too cold to play, they're concerned about player safety. And all that stuff in the past would have dropped the ratings. And the NFL is climbing.
Yeah.
So, I mean.
50.
Yeah. Say it again.
50. That's right. Like with my arthritic knuckles and stuff, I can't do any, gang signs or whatever. South side, west side.
I read something. He supposed to propose to her doing something today.
What? Come on.
What?
Yeah. Kelsey supposed to propose to Taylor today.
I don't see that happening.
If they win or if they lose.
I don't know.
I actually heard the same thing. I heard the perfect ending is going to be when the trophy's being, if it happens, if the trophy is handed to the Chiefs, it's literally going to happen on the field that he's going to propose to Taylor.
Is he going to retire?
That's the rumor.
Now, Big Brother retired. I figured, you might as well go out on top with your brother.
No,
their
his brother didn't retire.
Podcast is doing okay, I suppose.
His brother didn't retire.
Well, he not officially. He's still got to submit the paperwork, but yes.
He did?
Now he's said he was retiring. After that last game, it looked like he was pretty much fully emotionally exhausted. Oh my Jesus, what is that?
Hey,
what's up, Stout?
I'm a Cowboy fan.
That's what everybody says when they see him, though.
Do you want me to switch it so Mike can be on top?
Bro.
There we go.
Yeah.
Mike, what's going on, man? How you been?
I've been all right.
We've gotten everyone's thoughts on the game, but Andy's and yours. Andy's was just going off about Swift, so we kind of just, But what are your thoughts on today's game?
Let me guess. He went off started his Bears rant again. that didn't even make the playoffs, and then started off on Taylor Swift.
We didn't even get to the Bears talk today. We kind of cut them off early, so we'll save that for postseason.
I'll go back and review the tape. I guarantee you talked about the Bears at some point.
Actually, yeah, I did. The 2007 Bears. It was actually to make
He did bring it up.
So,
But
okay,
anyway,
so, again,
what are your thoughts on today's game?
Oh, don't let him talk.
yeah, my thoughts are I don't really care. Both teams suck.
Party with
Both red. I said, I told somebody asked me what I thought. I said I hope both red teams lose. But whatever happens, I don't want to see the Niners win. So we got that going for us. I do not want to hear Jerry whatsoever.
We only have to listen to Jerry on occasion.
Yeah, I know. But unfortunately, I did pick the Niners to win. I don't think, barring any setbacks, I think they're going to end up pulling this out. That's it. Defensively, I think they're a little bit better than Kansas City. Offensively, after seeing them play the Packers and them come back like they did, I was kind of always thought that they didn't have the firepower to kind of, run and gun with certain teams. And they kind of proved that wrong in the NFC Championship game. So I think they got it to stay with Kansas City. I think I go, but unfortunately, my kids both picked Kansas City to win, and I went the other way and picked the Niners. So I think the Niners got it. I don't want to say that because of Jerry, but that's the only reason. Like, my gut's telling me the Niners are going to pull it out, which I hopefully my gut's wrong. So,
well, what's crazy is everybody I think has picked the Niners except for Chuck Air in the middle. So I think he's in good standing.
That's good if everybody's picked the Niners, and what happens on the show when everybody picks the Niners.
I didn't exactly pick the Niners.
Yeah, I haven't picked them.
Oh,
You pick Swifties. That doesn't count.
You'll find out from my bets where I'm headed.
Right. Andy, now seriously, what are your thoughts on today's game? Where do you think this game is won at?
Turkey. What really you have to look at, and okay, so historically speaking, you're looking at, of course, Thomas. You're always looking at the fact that this is their third or fourth in like 5 years and things like that. You have the potential for your star tight end to potentially again retire. You just have all these little weird little sub stories and things like that are actually going to kind of make it kind of interesting. Purdy, how is he even here? He's like a Division 11 team football player and blah, 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 blah. What's going to make it kind of interesting, though, is the fact that, you have both defenses are actually fairly stout.
There
There
Okay.
you go.
You have the offenses that at times can be potent. But again, as you're a defensive centric, I'm offensive line centric. Who's going to have the better offensive line to be able to prevent that defense from causing havoc in order to be able to, cause turnovers, things like that. Excellent question. You have San Francisco who's had the better offensive line over the last few years. Running back wise, I'd probably give the nod slightly to McCaffrey over Pacheco. But when Pacheco, for example, gets out in the open, you can pretty much guarantee it's going to be a touchdown. So, what are your intangibles? Your defense, your secondary, your tight ends. Who do you have? Tight end wise for San Francisco, Kittle versus Kelsey. I don't know. I probably would have to say I'm going to go with, and I hate to say it because I don't particularly care for Kansas City as because they win all the time. I'll have to go with Kansas City.
Copy
Come
that.
on, man.
So,
Plus, I like
we
playing
do have
devil's advocate.
It's every show, Russ. Don't worry about it. You'll get. We just ignore it most
So-
of the time.
Are you guys comfortable sticking around to play some trivia, or you guys got somewhere
Yeah.
you got to be?
I gotta be somewhere.
You do got to be somewhere?
yeah.
All right, buddy. Well, I appreciate you coming on. Good luck to your Chiefs today, man.
Go Chiefs.
Be safe.
Thank you.
Man, I
And then
hope
there
they
were
get
5.
a blowout.
So we got some trivia questions, probably about 30 of them. But Brian,
Yes,
do you have
sir.
your bets ready for us today?
I actually do.
Give me a sec. That
Right
picture you was
on.
phenomenal.
Well, right on. So let's just get right to it. There's 3 prop bets that I'm really looking at that I really feel like this could be some money makers, and one of them being the Niners total over under is 24.5. I took the under on this, so you kind of know which way I'm going in terms of my game prediction with that. I also have Justin Watson under 1.5 receptions. He doesn't, ever since MVS has kind of taken off in the playoffs, he's been seeing less and less targets. So I feel under reception and a half is a good play there. And then I've got Purdy throwing under 1.5 touchdowns. I really feel like because of the McCaffrey factor, if they establish the run game, McCaffrey's probably going to get, especially in the red zone, he's going to get more of the options to score. I did play one parlay, and I got it at plus 1,400, and this is where I feel confident in, is I've got Purdy over 0.5 of interception. I've got Debo anytime touchdown. I've got Chris Jones with 1 sack, and Kelsey over 6.5 receptions.
Damn. Right on. What's up, Kenny? How you doing, my brother?
So you have Brock Purdy throwing 1.4 touchdowns. Interesting.
Right.
So,
and I've got explanations on all this. I mean, just looking at everything, like Purdy, for example. Purdy threw the 3rd fewest passes per game this season, but actually had the 2nd highest interception percentage per attempt behind Justin Fields.
Okay, well, go ahead, Andy.
Just saying.
I was just gonna say, after as of 14 hours ago, Taylor Swift already landed in Los Angeles.
Oh my God! So seriously though.
Oh God, let's go. Let's go trivia.
I saw a prop bet. Christian McCaffrey. More touchdown passes or touchdown receptions?
Today?
You pick it. Yeah. Now, I honestly had to think about that.
I think it's rushing. I really do.
That's not an option. It's he's either going to throw a touchdown or catch a touchdown.
Oh.
I'll say you catch about 3.
Yeah, you think he takes 3?
Yeah, I give 3.
I mean, I think it was like, I don't remember the odds. It was pretty high, though, for the throwing a touchdown. If Christian McCaffrey were to throw a touchdown as a running back in the Super Bowl, he would have more throwing touchdowns as a running back in the Super Bowl than Walter Payton did as a bell cow back for arguably one of the best teams in NFL history in the Super Bowl. Andy, did you know Walter Payton has 0 Super Bowl touchdowns? 0. None. Zilch. He has as many Super Bowl touchdowns as Tony Romo.
He has as many as.
So now why you had to do that?
See what I did there?
You're wrong.
Took them both out.
They always do it, Russ. They do it all the time. And they do that stuff, and then a couple weeks ago, Mike, made a mistake of showing me how to work all this stuff. So,
where's the Aaron Rodgers? The Aaron Rodgers.
When Andy and Mike start talking, I just said,
okay.
So, anyway, you guys ready for some trivia?
Yeah, we can go ahead.
Yeah.
sure.
Right on. So, we're going to play some Crüe, football family feud, football feud, whatever you want to call it. I've got some questions, probably about 30 of them. Brian's got a couple questions. We're going to start with Andy Stout, or Andy, Big Rust, and Stout. You answer the questions. You can go easy to hard. You keep going till you miss.
Oh,
So-
no, I'll be out fast.
Andy,
What is the Bears for 500?
Oh my God.
you want an easy question off the top, or you want to go hard?
That's disgusting. Let's go easy.
All right, here we go. What NFC team
Bears.
has never made it to a Super Bowl?
What NFC team has never made it to Super Bowl?
Correct.
Let's see. What NFC team?
We can hear you typing.
I don't understand what the joke is.
He's hitting Google already.
I'm not Googling anything.
Anyway, seriously, what NFC team has never made it to a Super Bowl?
How about? I don't know. Excellent question. And that's the easy one. I think I'll go with the hard one. I might be easy.
All right, we'll save that one for the next person. You want a hard one? All right. We'll stay in the NFC. What NFC North team has played in 4 Super Bowls and never held the lead?
Played 4 Super Bowls, never held the lead. Let's see. I would imagine probably Green Bay.
They've won. They've won a Super Bowl.
Yeah, but they never held the lead. Minnesota, Detroit.
Minnesota. And still gets the square. Big Russ. You want an easy question or easy? All right. Who was the last defensive player to win the Super Bowl MVP?
Seriously?
Oh, I watched that Super Bowl. God, man.
Ooh.
Defensive player.
Yeah, come on. Come on now, man. You got this one. Come on.
I pass.
Come on, Big Russ. Miller it over a little bit. You'll get it.
I ain't know it.
All right. We'll go back to Andy's question. What NFC team has never made it to the Super Bowl?
I ain't know that one either. I want to say Jaguars, but I'm not sure.
That's AFC.
AFC.
All right, we're going to go to Stout. Stout. What NFC team has never made it to the Super Bowl?
Arizona Cardinals.
No, they lost to the Steelers. Brian, we'll let you play. What NFC team has never made it to the Super Bowl?
That would be the Detroit Lions.
All right, we got a winner. All right,
I didn't Google.
All right.
I want the other question. That's what I thought
right.
you were going to give me, not the other one.
Oh, you want the harder question?
The defensive MVP one.
Who was the last defensive MVP for the Super
Lawrence
Bowl?
Taylor.
What did you just say?
Lawrence Taylor.
It's time for another informative edition of Mike Stout Does His Research.
When I grow up, I want to be a principal or a caterpillar.
Hey, Stout, what do you think about the Cowboys this year?
I'm happy and angry.
Are you okay, Stout?
I miss my puppy.
I think you need to get some sleep.
Oh boy, sleep. That's where I'm a liking.
I love that video. Von Miller. The answer is Von Miller.
When he play, who he play with though?
The Rams.
Okay. Rams. He won. Okay.
All right. Andy,
What?
you want a question from me or from Brian?
Probably from Brian, because yours are asinine. His are just silly.
Well, you wanted hard question. You'll get a hard question.
You
Name
wanted a
me
hard one.
Name me the 2 NFL players who have played in a Super Bowl in an NCAA men's Final Four.
Oh, I would say Julius Peppers probably one. Let's see. Charlie Ward.
Nope.
Big Russ, it's up to you, man.
Did they play offense or defense?
He got
offense.
Peppers.
Yeah,
I know.
It's an offensive player. He was the number 2 pick in the 1999 NFL draft. I'll give you one more hint. The college he went to used to be a Big East team back in the day, but now they're an ACC team. This is where Mike got it.
Louisville.
It was the ACC. Who just moved to the ACC? Okay, Notre Dame just moved to the ACC. Notre Dame went to the ACC. It's on the tip of my tongue.
The national champ. He played in the national championship game against Kentucky in 1996.
Man, I wasn't thinking about that shit way back then, man. I swear back. Oh man.
All right, we'll go to Stout since you don't know, and it's an obvious answer for Stout. I mean, this guy killed you guys for years. Stout, you can stop Googling now and just tell us what you read.
Look it up, dude. I don't know. I have no clue who it is. Reggie White.
1996. No.
I'm gonna say it like the 80s and 90s. So whatever questions you ask, that's what's gonna happen. Just so you know.
Well, what's the answer? It's been like 40 minutes.
Donovan McNabb.
Really?
That's really?
Oh, it's Syracuse.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
That's how I got it. Andy, again. Myself or Brian?
Well, let's alternate.
So me?
That would be you.
All right. Who won the year of the infamous wardrobe malfunction? Who won the Super Bowl the year of the infamous wardrobe malfunction?
Doggone it. I just seen something similar to this. I think it was the NFC team.
It was not.
I think it's the AFC team.
Big Russ. Who won the Super Bowl the year of the nip slip?
Was it the Patriots?
That it is. We have 2 right answers so far.
All right.
There we go, Big Russ.
I told you the AFC team.
Stop. Who you want the question from?
I don't really care. You're both idiots. And you act like we don't know, but you guys researched all this stuff and you didn't know half this crap. So whatever.
So you're telling me that we told you there was trivia?
No, I didn't see
You didn't do your homework? You didn't do your homework? Is that what you're saying?
There's 100 years of football history, really?
Okay, here's an easy one.
Off the rails we go.
Here's an easy one.
No, it's not.
What Super Bowl winning coach has won the Super Bowl 2 times, but has never hoisted the Lombardi Trophy?
How does that make any sense?
Yeah, that don't make.
So he won it. So what you're saying, he won it as a player?
No.
He had to win
What
it.
Super Bowl winning coach, right? He won it as a coach, won the Super Bowl multiple times and never hoisted the Lombardi trophy.
Tom Landry?
Nope.
Belichick.
Oh, I know it. I know it now.
Andy, you got a guess?
Let's see.
He's never hoisted the Lombardi trophy.
How many Super Bowls he win?
So then,
2.
So I don't know.
He was
if
the
that's
first to ever win it back to back.
Oh,
I know. I know.
Lombardi.
Who?
Lombardi.
Yeah, that is correct.
You had to think about it contextually. I got you.
That's 3 in a row, guys. 3 in a row. We're flying now. Big Russ, who you want to get the question from?
As long as it's easy, I don't care.
I didn't even get to answer. You just moved on right for Andy, so just leave me out from now on. And just ask me the question, and then just move along and not let me get, think about it for a second.
You said you didn't know. That was your answer. When you say you don't know, what are we
Little Squinty got he got a little tear in his eye.
he's getting a little butthurt. It was almost like it was a turnover. All right.
Stop calling him Dak.
Here, this is God. Who was the first team to ever win back-to-back Super Bowl championships?
Back to back.
Right. Jerry's wrong.
No, he's always wrong.
First team went back to back Super Bowls. It's an old team too.
Yeah, it's sitting right up there. Like, right. Other way, right? Like right there. I know. I'm not allowed to answer because it's not my turn. I just wait my turn like everybody else.
It's literally right
behind you.
The green and yellow there.
Oh, that Green Bay.
Yeah.
There you go. We're killing it. We are killing it. We got 4 in a row. Mike Stout.
We got, first of all, hang on. I gotta say this right off the bat. We have 3 offensive linemen answering these questions, and you don't. I don't think it's. You got linemen answering this question. I don't see you guys answering it. I don't think that's right.
Okay. Got an easy one for you, Mike.
Yeah, okay,
this is one you should know.
I probably should.
Who was the first defensive player to ever win the Super Bowl MVP?
I said it earlier.
No, you didn't. I promise.
The first defensive player to win it?
He's also the first player to win it. Well, actually, he's the only player to win the Super Bowl MVP while losing. Just going to put this out there. Gary's wrong.
Okay.
Hello, dude.
I'll give you a clue. His last name sounds like the greatest coach in Northwest Indiana football history.
Trying to figure out what rhymes with Racky.
Seriously. That was a good clue. I was just chucking it out there for you. I don't know how you didn't catch it.
I heard. I'm not. Today's not the day. I'm just going to go out and throw a guess out there just for fun. I'm going to say Night Train Lane.
No, but you're on the right path. Andy, you got a guess for this one? Chuck it out there. You can just chuck one out there. You'll get it. I don't know how he not gotten it so far, but if you chuck it out there, you might get it.
I get it, but I'm trying to Chuck Noll.
No, just former Dallas Cowboy.
That one, huh?
Yep. No one else?
I'll say Coach
How
Bob.
about, let me see, you got, I don't know, Chuck Haley?
No. Chuck Howley. Chuck Howley. All right.
Chuck Howley?
Correct.
Who the is Chuck Howley? What year was
He's the only player to ever win the Super Bowl MVP for a losing team.
What year was that?
I don't know. Andy.
How do you not know? You're the one giving the questions. This is what I'm
I can
talking
give you
about.
the answer.
You do this
How
all
was
the
that
time.
giving me the answer? I asked you a question. You didn't even give me the answer. That's actually
I
your
gave you
question.
the answer.
What year did
No,
Chuck Howley win the MVP and not win the Super Bowl?
I want to say it's 1970.
Well, everybody heard.
Yeah.
All right.
Welcome to the show, Russ. This is what happens when Mike tries to make everybody look dumb, and he don't even know questions.
I did my research. You guys did no research. It's Brian. Did you know that answer, Brian?
I didn't until we talked about that yesterday.
See, we even talked about it.
Conspiring against everybody else, like always.
Exactly.
So y'all need to give out a cheat sheet or something.
I know that's what they do, man.
Yeah, right.
All right. Andy, who do you want the question from?
It doesn't even matter at this point. Why don't you guys combine questions?
Right, shit.
That ain't gonna work.
Anyway.
Cheating, we're not even playing. Brian, give him a question.
You got it. Including the playoffs, who is the only player to score 30 touchdowns in a Super Bowl winning season?
I will admit I did not know this answer.
30 touchdowns in a Super Bowl winning.
Including the playoffs.
Give me a clue.
Including the
Quarterback
playoffs.
or receiver?
Running back.
Neither.
Really? Hey, damn. Jerome Bettis?
Good guess. Wrong
Good guess,
answer.
though.
Big Russ, it's on you.
In a season?
Correct.
In the playoff?
Including the playoffs. 30 touchdowns.
Peyton Manning.
Not a quarterback. It's a running back for sure.
It's a running back. That's the only hint I'll give you. Running back.
Oh, shit. I don't know then.
Mike, it's on you.
I'm thinking. They won the Super Bowl, Brian?
Yes.
Okay. Crap. This is a hard one.
Just admit it.
Because I wanted to say LT, but you said they won a Super Bowl and they never won a Super Bowl.
So. You said LT as an answer for like 5 questions.
Well, this one's
it's got a different LT twice.
Yeah, I know, but I said Lawrence Taylor. Now I'm saying LaDainian Townsend. But
just admit you don't know the answer.
Emmitt Smith.
Yeah! My clues are great. You got.
I'm not even listening to you. That's the best part.
Kenneth Sperry was wrong. Emmitt Smith.
Hey, watch
Emmitt
your
Smith.
Oh, Falk. Marshall Falk. I got you.
Andy, I guess it's Brian's turn to read you a question. You're rotating.
Yeah. Okay.
You just asked the question about the running back. Please, by all means.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'll give you an easy one then.
No, I'd rather have.
What is? This is an easy one. You should get this one.
Bears.
What is the fastest score in NFL history? Or not NFL, Super Bowl history. Not NFL history, Super Bowl history. The fastest score in Super Bowl history.
Did we, in fact, talk about this earlier?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Devin
Yeah.
Hester with the 2006
Kickoff.
Chicago Bears.
That is wrong.
Hmm?
Big Russ.
Well, that was my answer. Definitely.
That is wrong. Mr. Stout.
What? What was the question
What
again?
is the fastest score in Super Bowl history?
Was it a pick?
14 seconds.
It was not 14 seconds. It was 2 seconds less than that. Anyone else have any more guesses?
12
I'll
seconds.
give you a clue.
It's 12 seconds.
It's 12 seconds.
I got
Right.
the answer.
But what was the play?
It was a pick six, right?
No, it wasn't a touchdown.
Yeah, what do you mean it wasn't a touchdown?
It was the
I
quickest
didn't even know
score.
we were doing. I didn't know the answer was going to be a second thing. Oh, what's the fastest? Oh, 12 seconds. Oh, thank you very much.
No. I'm asking what play it was. Mike's
That's
just
what she
trying to
said.
bend the rules to his advantage. The clue is
that it's a score, but then it wasn't a touchdown.
score.
It was a field goal.
It's not a touchdown. It wasn't a field goal.
So it was a safety. Or was it a
It
drop
was
kick?
a safety. It was a safety. There was been no drop kicks recorded in a Super Bowl.
Lawrence Taylor.
That's right.
Okay.
No, it's wrong. It's the bot snap by Peyton Manning that went out the back of the end zone. Recorded a 2-point score in 12 seconds, which is a safety.
That doesn't come up on Google. I just looked at it after you said I was wrong. All I'm seeing is Devin Hester. So after I got it wrong, I went and Google it. You're just making shit up over there is what's happening.
I swear it is.
Don't worry about cousin Russ either. We do it all the time.
Man, that's some bullshit.
That's
We're going crazy today. The subject is going crazy.
Big Russ,
All right.
who you got?
I'll take Mike. The one
All
in
right.
the middle shit.
This is one that you'll get. You guys are going to get this answer right 100%. The score at the end of a Super Bowl, the team with the highest score gets what trophy? No, for real. Here's the question. What is the longest play? What is the longest play in Super Bowl history? Yardage-wise, not time-wise, yardage-wise. What is the longest play?
Defense or offense?
Super Bowl history? Well, it's a play, so both teams are on the field.
Was it the interception by James Harris?
It was. It was the interception by James Harrison. Big
Nice.
step. You're up. I think Russ is winning. I'm not keeping score, but if I'm being honest, I think Russ is winning.
Oh yeah, he's winning this.
All right,
Speaking
Brian,
of winning,
give me a question.
I do want to let you guys know that I won pick six. Just saying. It's not because I ended it when it was close and you guys could have caught me, but I won. All right.
That's crazy. Y'all ain't right.
No,
Okay.
I'm gonna call
all right.
Stephen A.
All right. So you want a question for me, Stout?
yeah, let's go.
Okay. What NFL franchise owns the worst or lowest cumulative point differential in Super Bowl history?
Got to be the.
That's good. Broncos.
Bam!
Mike Stout got one right. His hands were up, no Google needed, unless he's used them like his son next to him.
They're at church. This is my church. They're at church. And
All right, Andy, I guess you're.
I didn't know that question because the question I was going to ask. Thanks, Brian.
Yeah.
So, Andy, looks like you're stuck with a question from me.
Oh, joy.
All right. There are two NFC teams that are undefeated in the Super Bowl. Can you give me one of them?
Undefeated in the Super Bowl?
Correct.
Tragically, it's not the Bears. Let's see. Chargers.
That is incorrect. Big Russ.
Tampa Bay.
Give me one. Tampa Bay is one. Stout. Can you give me the other?
No, because hang on, give me a
I'll
second.
give you a clue. This is the clue. You'll get it.
I was gonna say you because I know you came up with that question for a reason.
I'll give you a clue. The quarterback went to Purdue.
Oh, yeah.
That'll be the Saints.
I know
That'd be
this
the
one.
Saints. The New Orleans Saints.
That's
All
what I
right.
was thinking.
Guess we're back at Andy again,
Yeah.
right? All right. Brian, give Andy a question.
Okay. Which NFL head coach has the most double-digit wins of at least 10 points or more in Super Bowl history?
While carrying a clipboard, leaning on his left foot, with a pen in his ear. Good God, man. You know what? I'm gonna have to go with Landry again.
Nope.
Big Russ, it's you, bro.
Answer the question one more time.
Which head coach has the most double-digit wins of at least 10 points or more in Super Bowl history?
I want to say Belichick, but that might be wrong. Is it Belichick?
No.
Oh, well, I'm wrong then.
I don't know this one. Go ahead, Mike.
Give me a second.
BR.
I'm gonna say Bill Parcells.
No. Mike, do you want to give it a shot real quick?
Yeah.
Let me look at the answer.
He's either Googling or he's using his hand for something else, and that's both gross and cheating.
It's not Cower. It's not Coughlin. Chuck Noll?
I'm gonna say Chuck Noll.
Nope.
Jimmy
Joe
Johnson.
Gibbs.
Joe Gibbs.
Joe Gibbs.
Of
I
the,
did yesterday.
of the
You
Washington.
tell me that is.
We could actually say the word though because he coached for the Washington Redskins.
Redskins.
He did.
We have to do history, so history shows that it's the Redskins. So there we go.
Ryan. I mean, no, it's Andy, and I get the question. We got 7 minutes left. All right. You should get this one. What is the fastest TD ever recorded in Super Bowl history?
12 seconds. Devin Hester in the 2007 Super Bowl.
And how many seconds was it?
14.
There you go. And we taught him something today. See, that's what it's all about, people. It's like G.I. Joe. The more you know, knowing's half the battle, reading Rainbow, whatever.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
rigging
the two moderators here. With the two moderators, I have a question for you. Which player? We just hold on. Which player is the Man of the Year award named after?
Walter Payton.
What's your guess?
Walter Payton.
I mean, it's right, but what's your guess? How many yards is there for a first down?
Okay.
Oh my God.
Big Russ.
Here we go.
Big Russ, I got an easy one for you.
All right.
This is an easy one.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to get this right.
Mm-hmm.
What team's quarterback is a top 10 quarterback and has never got his team to the Super Bowl?
Oh, man.
I want to say Tony Romo.
You're close. Right team, wrong quarterback. Dak Prescott, Dallas Cowboys. Okay. I had to take my shot.
What
Shot fired.
What we talked about? We talked about this
We're
already.
talking.
We're not
We're talking about
this
top 10
no more until
top 10 quarterbacks.
they find.
Here we
He
go.
was for a while. So there you go.
We got someone asking a question. How many players play on back-to-back, won Super Bowl championships for different teams?
7.
Deion Sanders is one.
Yep.
Charles Haley. Deion and Haley.
Those are the only two.
That's
Haley
the only
was-
two, I believe.
Haley was the first 5-time Super Bowl winner too. Not Tom
Right,
Brady.
but I think he played on back-to-back, and Deion played on back-to-back, if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong. I've been wrong once before.
For the same two teams. What teams were they?
Same two, I believe.
Yeah.
Niners, Cowgirls.
No, that's Cowboys, but okay, you're close.
Oh, he says Speary says there's 8 of them.
Whoa.
Whoa. Did not know that. I guarantee you none of them are the Bears.
You're facing the Bears. Okay, I got a question for a Packerbacker here. Question is this. If the cheese hat is cheddar, why are there Swiss holes in it?
I don't know.
I don't know either, but that's kind of dirty. But anyway.
All right, Kenny, give us the answer to the question you asked, man.
Yeah. All right, because I'm up, so I need to answer one and ask one.
All right, go ahead. You need to answer one? All right, let me see.
But I'm going to answer one and ask one. If I get it wrong, I get it wrong.
The first Super Bowl question, or the first Super Bowl ticket sold for how much? The first Super Bowl ticket ever sold cost how much?
Dang it. I remember the average because I just seen it the other day, but
Yeah, it's not the average. It's the first ticket ever sold.
I think it was $15.
You're close. Andy?
The average was 13.
I was going to say 14.
Right. Nope, you're close too.
12.
There you go. Hey, I'm not going to say Big Russ wins the game. I mean, it's over by a landslide.
He's got
Big
time
Russ
to
wins
Google.
it. That's a whole lot of knowledge right there. It's not like he was giving the answers.
Okay.
He knows
A bunch of
football.
bullshit. Nah, I don't know shit. I'm
right.
lucky.
Here you go. Here you go. Here's a question for you. What college has the most players that appeared in the Super Bowl?
Florida State.
Most players?
That have played in a Super Bowl. Yeah. What school has the most players that appeared in the Super Bowl?
Well, I know the most quarterbacks is Alabama.
But that's not the question.
I'm
Yeah, see, how do you like it?
I'm walking through the steps, man.
That's a great
It's
question.
Alabama and Purdue. Notre Dame. No?
Ohio
Ryan?
State.
If I'm a bet man, he's doing this because of his Michigan Wolverines.
That is
I
correct.
thought that was too obvious, so I just figured.
130 overall.
Right on.
You mean Pete Carroll Jr., how he scooted out of town when the heat was getting turned up?
Yep.
So
Still national championship, baby. Don't worry about it.
here's the last question for you. What college quarterback has the most Super Bowl wins? What college quarterback, not necessarily one person, what quarterback from said college has the most Super Bowl wins?
Tom Brady.
One quarterback?
No, not necessarily one quarterback. Just I want the school. It doesn't have to be one quarterback. So say Notre Dame has 4 quarterbacks that won a Super Bowl, and each of them won 2 times. They've already beat Brady. Get what I'm saying?
I got you. I'm gonna say it's Notre Dame then.
It's not.
That's messed up. It's not Alabama.
It's
Georgia.
not.
Why am I the only one guessing?
Florida State.
I'm thinking.
Nope. Florida State has one.
It ain't Florida.
Nope.
Georgia.
Go ahead, Brian.
Stanford.
Stanford's got it by 1.
He did.
Who is the winner?
I didn't Google.
Totally.
Yeah, Stanford's got it by 1. Brady's got 7, and Stanford's got 8. But anyway,
All right, guys.
here's the answer. Wait, here we go. Kenny says it was Dion, Ken Norton, Derek Martin, Brandon Brower, Chris Long, Blount, McCoy, Kendall, and Blanton. I'm guessing that's LeGarrette Blount. I'm not sure on that because I know it's not Mel. Mel is a Steeler. So, but
Brandon Browner, Legion of Boom. That Brandon Browner.
I'm assuming
Who's currently in jail for.
I'm sorry.
yes, sir. All right. Do we have any closing thoughts? Big Russ, I appreciate you coming on today. It's a good time, man. Thank you.
Yeah, hey, we go get some bricky bread, man.
What you just called me, we'll try to work it out, brother.
You don't want any.
Actually, you got to message me.
You don't want
He knows. He knows what it is.
that stuff will make you sick. Don't eat it.
All right, gentlemen. Super Bowl Sunday.
Was that
Brian's
today?
got the Chiefs. Andy's got the Chiefs. Stout's got the Niners, and I unfortunately got the Niners. Anyone else have clothing thoughts before we get out of here?
50.
Fire everybody.
Thank you, NFL, for putting Steve McMichael in the Hall of Fame. Deserving. Took too long.